Hi, I'm Gary Plumb with my wife Robin, and I'm making this video just to try in some small way thank the incredible life-sustaining, life-giving care that I was given while at Fort Walton Beach Medical Center. On the 2nd of June, I was at the gym, of all places, and thought I was having a little heartburn, and so I got off the elliptical and thought I might try the bike for a while. Didn't get any better. Finally took my wife's advice and went to Twin Cities Hospital, and they said, Mr. Plumb, you're having a heart attack. So got in the ambulance for a very speedy ride over to Fort Walton Beach Medical Center, and went right into the cath lab. And I'll tell you, from the very beginning to the very last day, care was just incredible. Quickly met with Nikki and Dee, and just the brightest, cheerful people. Made me feel at ease right off the bat, and very quickly I was in with Dr. Yondel and Jesse, and they were analyzing what was going on. I felt very comfortable. I was totally awake the whole time, watching what was going on and asking questions, and they treated me with respect and answered my questions. They were quite frank with their answers, which is what I would expect. But again, from the very beginning, I had confidence that these guys knew what they were doing. I could see it by watching the scopes. And then I heard him say, "You better call the surgeon." And I was thinking, oops, this may be more than just a little minor thing. A blink or two later, Dr. Sandwith was there. Amazingly, or very quickly, I understood I could trust this guy. He very quickly established a rapport with me, talking about aircraft, and he knew that that would make me feel more at ease. That contact, that care, made sure I knew that he placed value on me as a person. Likewise, he was very upfront and very frank, and clearly had a plan, and I knew I was in good hands. A long night that night, waiting. That they did some activities to stabilize my heart, and went very quickly. Didn't hurt or anything, and I thought, well, this is going pretty good so far. And they brought me up to the ICU unit. Very bizarre, quite frankly. I couldn't believe this was happening to me. It must be a dream or something. Very surreal experience, but everyone was very assuring, very professional, very quick, but a lot of activity going along, a lot of people here and there, and in a strange new room. And then Thon walked in and took control, and I knew that everything would be okay under her, because she was going to make sure that everything was done just right. So again, my confidence soared. And so spent the night as best I could. The next morning, quick ride down the hallway to the operating room. Everybody was cheering and making jokes and talking to me and saying, "Hey, don't bother about this. We're going to be sticking these things all over you." And it seemed like everybody was having a great time, so I felt pretty good. And so again, always felt very comfortable, always felt a human connection with the people that were taking care of me. I wasn't just some number, some unknown patient. I was a person that they put value in, and that gave me a lot of strength. And then of course the anesthesiologist, they always like to play with you, and he came up and mentioned, he says, "Oh, if you just feel something funny, that's me just kind of goofing around a little bit." Now, of course, next thing you know, you're out. And but they had warned me that when you come to, you'll be a little confused, and so just relax. And that's exactly what happened. And I tried to relax. And next thing I know, I'm back in the bed and quite comfortable. And I very quickly established a rapport with Janie, my nurse. And I knew that she would take care of me. and she looked after me, and made sure I was getting up and doing all the right things. At this time I had a lot of different hoses and things in and out, and again, pretty strange, but everybody made me careful. Every person that came in was personable. Very quickly started doing respiratory drills, and likewise all the staff there were very personable and professional. And then of course the doctors all came by all the time and made sure that everything was going just right. I knew that I had a good team of dedicated people that worked well together, and that I'd be taken care of. I had a little setback and had some trouble, and I had to get things kind of start over with me, quite frankly, and then I was out for a while, and then once I came back to, there I was again, still in ICU room number 3, and but again with no difference in the care. I remember the first night or two, I must have called the poor attending nurses every 5 seconds for one thing or another, and without fail they quickly responded and took care of me, continuously wiped me down, make sure I was as comfortable as I could be, and always with a smile, and always with more than care, just with love of another person. And it's beyond me how people such as the nurses and the physicians can do this work day in and day out and save lives and provide that care and love that you need to survive. And of course I tried to thank everybody, and everybody said, oh, just you being here is thanks enough, and I don't believe it is. And I assume that a lot of the staff get more negative feedback than they do positive, so I'm trying to provide some positive feedback that you're incredible, and thank you for saving my life, but maybe more importantly, you saved me being a part of my whole family's life. And I won't be just the old granddad that kids never knew because he died young. They're going to know who I am, and I'm going to get to know who they are. And it's thanks to the professional love and care and continuous care that I was given, because it was a little touch and go there for a while, but the whole team was focused and ready to do whatever was needed. Dr. Sandwith was obviously in charge and making sure that everything was being done that could possibly be done, and every different specialty was brought to bear to make sure that I was okay. And sure enough, here I am at home now, trying to get stronger every day. I have a long list of people, and I can't possibly go through them right now, but it was from every level. From quite frankly, I even met the CEO, from the CEO, Mr. Mitch Mongol, down to the cleaning crews that cleaned my room and would say a short prayer. Just incredible. And so I just want to thank you for what you did for me. You're a fantastic organization, and obviously a lot of varied functions and traveling nurses and various staff functions, and everybody integrated together to provide such concentrated and focused professional care. Is just an incredible tribute to your staff, to your skill, to your love of your profession, and I can't thank you enough for everything that you did for me. I finally got out of ICU with a lot of care, and I could see people that had been part of my care previously but now weren't, and they were still checking in on me, and doctors came in every day, and I remember Dr. Ross would come in, and I would just look forward to that because he's just such a positive person, and with a hearty laugh and huge smile, and Courtney would come in, and I knew everything was going to be okay because her eyes were bright, and she was always going to have something positive to help me recover. And these are just a few of the names. Gabby would smile at me every time, and it brightened me. It filled my heart and made me stronger every day. And there are just so many different people that I can't remember them all right now, but I will be sending thank you notes. Like I said, I finally got out of ICU and went up to the TCU, the famed third floor, and again, same level of care and love and professionalism. Again, I was astounded with the facility is just immaculate. You can see yourself in the floors. That's the attention to detail and the level of just total professionalism that the whole organization provides. So I just thank God I was where I was, and that I ended up at the Fort Walton Beach Medical Center, that I had the staff that I did. But I think regardless, I would have had the same staff. I'm sure if the names had been different, they still would have been just as professional, as awesome, as caring, and as loving. I think that's just representative of your organization. So thank you for who you are. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you did for me. Thank you for what you did for my family. I will never forget what happened. You gave my life back to me, and my perspective on life has changed a little bit because of that, and in large part thanks to because of the ways that you all behaved. So thank you so very much. And that it's important, though, that this please be passed on to everybody that could have possibly helped me. I know it's always tough when thanks are being handed out and you're kind of missed. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes, especially when a lot of people are coming in to see you and you're not exactly 100% there. So please pass on to everyone, especially in the ICU unit, that I thank them for anything they did, no matter how small or how large their portion of it was. Also wanted to share that extra special treatment we had. We had our 38th wedding anniversary while I was in the hospital, and my wife had bumped into the CEO out in the hallway, and they just started chatting, and that subject came up, and he said, well, just hold on, we'll have a special meal sent to you. And sure enough, he did. The chef put together a very delicious chicken and vegetable meal that was just awesome. So again, just that's not something that you would expect. Again, another measure of the level of the Fort Walton Beach Medical Center trying to take care of its people. I know also that there's obviously a lot of concern at this time about the coronavirus, and people had asked me, was I concerned about going to the hospital and being treated and being in that environment? Never crossed my mind. I was immediately taken care of. Everybody wore masks. In fact, it's unfortunate if I see a lot of these people who took care of me in the store down the road, I won't recognize them because they always had masks on. They're always very professional. So again, just another portion of the professional behavior, and ultimately the confidence that I had in the staff, and that I would be okay.